my friends, SAmaryllis here to play more Cinders. Last time I guess I escaped getting chewed out by Carmosa too much thanks to Sophia being on my side. And then we also learned something very interesting from Perrault in that he's trying to decide what to do with his life. So with that, I'm going to head into it. We're going to the cemetery to take care of my mother's grave, and Perrault has accompanied me there. Hi Mom, it's me. It was a while since my last visit. I'm sorry. I've had the most intense week. A bit crazy, actually. It's only been a few days since your last visit, Cinders, but to be fair, it sounds like she hasn't gone there for a long time. I feel like my head's so full with thoughts about what's been going on that it will burst any second now. I met your old friend, Guide. She told me quite a lot about you. No, she didn't. She said, nothing about her. I can't believe how different it was, you were, in comparison with what Father used to tell me. I'm sure you'd know what to do now. Guide said that you were smart and strong. And so are you. It's in your blood. Not this again. Did I just fall asleep without noticing it? You're not dreaming. I'm assuming this is the fairies? I don't know. It might be Madame Guide. She might be here again. I'm not sure who that is. All right, if you're so helpful, why don't you show yourself? As you wish. Ah! Okay, I thought it was the fairy, but I wasn't sure. I thought the fairies only showed up at the lake, so I was kind of not sure if they would show up here. Heavens! Who are you? I am the fairy of the lake, the one who is praised and feared by souls elated and those of broken spirit. Wow, it's the fairy! Hello. You've been keeping vigil by our lake through the seasons. You remembered about us. You did well. The sacrifice which your mother had made was not squandered. We are willing to uphold the conquered. You are free to ask for our aid. Forgive me, but I know nothing about any sacrifices or concords. Yes, you have lost the knowledge which your mother had. She was always so close to us, so mindful of our presence, our ways. She knew how to dance with us and how to sing for us. She knew about the way a concord is made. Her arms are glowing. Oh boy. She also knew about the weight of the price, that it is never equal to the weight of aid. It grows with time, it blooms and is reaped. She made her sacrifice to bind us and make us watch over you. We are here. We offer aid. Ooh, is this the reason why Cinder's mother died in childbirth? What are you saying? That my mother somehow sacrificed herself for me? I really doubt that. You can play with your doubts as much as you please, as long as your belief in us remains unspoilt. I really can't remember a single situation when a fairy helped me. I never noticed anyone watching me. So much certainty, and yet you speak of memories. You are very young indeed. You believe in certainty when there is only faith. Your mother's faith made this meeting a reality. Her foresight made this an opportunity. She knew you would need us eventually. It is in your blood. Soon you will be facing a grave choice. We are here. We are offering aid. I make my own fate. I could use some help. I don't want to just reject them outright. I know when I talked to Madame Guide, I was like, I don't believe in magic. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and if magic helps me along the way, then that's fine, but I'm not going to wait for it to save me. But if the fairy's already going to offer me aid, I could use some help. I guess I could use any help I can get. It's not often that I meet someone willing to help me in the first place. Aid carries weight. Heavy may be the price. It tends to flourish with time. Like fate, it is a living thing. I understand. I think that sometimes we have to deal with the unknown and take the risk. If Mom was brave enough to take this plunge, I am too. I will pay the price. Okay. I guess I wasn't expecting a contract to be made right away. You spoke like your mother, yes, your blood is one. You are forged like her. Soon you will need us. If you are indeed ready to carry the weight, we will make a concord with you. You will receive aid. It's good to know. I'm sick of having to do everything on my own. Even if it is better or safer, I still miss just being able to lean on someone or something else. Also, I'd be a fool not to take this opportunity, even if it does sound a bit dangerous. Your path is unfolding. Soon you will have to act and make a choice. You will be guided by your blood and nature. When it will come to pass, we will be waiting for you. I still can't believe it, any of it. And yet your blood speaks otherwise. You are your mother's daughter. Your fate has brought you to the lake. And the lake is watching you. You keep on repeating things like that, but why me? What makes me so special? Special? What can be special for fate? No, you are simply a thread, and like all threads, you deem your own pattern special simply because it is yours. I guess it does make sense. Now go home and rest. The time of change is upon you, and you will need strength to carry its weight. We will be ready. Alright, I guess I made my choice, signed my contracted blood. Wake up, Cinders! Does every day have to start with us having to wake you up personally? I guess this week, yes, the answer is yes, Gloria. Rise and shine, sis. What is it? Oh, is it morning already? Someone had an eventful night. I've had the strangest dream. At least I think it was a dream, or maybe... There's no time to discuss dreams, Cinders. We're leaving. What time is it? Time when only strumpets and their johns are up and about. Sophia, that was vile. That was the truth. It's barely sunrise, and I should be fast asleep. Don't expect me to prance like some deranged pony just because there's some big ridiculous party coming up. Why did you have to get up then? What It's the tailor, Cinders! We have to go to the tailor! I don't know why I have to go to the tailor, but they have to go to the tailor. It's not ridiculous. I mean, there are preparations to be made, and we should be taking them seriously. We had to get up an hour ago. We need to get those dresses corrected, and who knows how much time that will take. Oh yes, the grand ball. Come on, we need to go. Now. Yes, I'm coming. Cinders will be gone for the rest of the day. The house will be left under your supervision. Do you think you can manage that? Oh, okay. They just needed to let me know that they were leaving. Okay, I'm not going with them. Don't be dense. Of course she can manage. There are more well-oiled cogs in that pretty head than in yours and mine combined. Or maybe just yours. Now let's move. I can manage things for one day, Gloria. Don't worry. All right, we're going then. Bye. Toodles. Have fun. Everybody's gone except me. Back to their important businesses, plots and grand balls. Why would they care about what I may want? It's just poor little Cinders, no one important. What could such a meek creature do but just sit and whine, and then comply? Well, not this time. Today is going to be different. It's the first day of the rest of my life, and it's high time I made some changes. I don't yet know how, but I'm going to that ball, and I'll make their jaws drop. And when I get back, everything is going to be different. Up until now, I've only waited, heaven knows what for. Complaining and whining didn't get me far either, also a surprise. So let's start acting reasonable. I have an aim, and I will achieve it. I will make the changes happen. I need to show Carmosa, Gloria, and Sophia I can accomplish great things when I put my mind to it. It won't be easy, but let's face it, it would have no value if it was. I need a plan though, or at least a dress and a way to get into the ball. The rest I can just wing. Both Madame Guide and that creature from the lake offered to help me when I finally know what I want. I swear, it's like I have two fairy godmothers. Having help is a nice change though. A sign the tables are already turning. So whose word should I trust? To whom would it be better to be indebted? Who's less likely to mess it up for me? Oh no! Another decision point. I mean, it's high time that I've had to choose, I think. So, both of these godmothers were trusted by my mother, it sounds like. So Madame Guide definitely helped my mother, and then the fairy made it sound like they made a contract together. So, who should I trust? I kind of want to go with Madame Guide because I know that she and Perrault have a history together, and I trust Perrault, so I trust his past choices, even though he said that, like, their thing wasn't actually a thing. They were both just lonely at the time. And another reason is that I don't think Madame Guide is gonna want, like, a really high price. Like, it sounds really serious with the fairy. They're like, the debt builds over time, and, like, apparently Cinders' mother died for it to make sure that Cinders was protected. So, although I think I may end up with a less, I guess, like, perfect or conventional plan if I go with Madame Guide, that's the choice I'm going to go with. So, here's the decision point here. Madame Guide, for me. The fairies are like an abyss, and you shouldn't stare into them too much, not to mention trusting them. How could I spend the rest of my life waiting for the price tag to appear on my happiness? And I'd probably have to pay dearly. Once you leave your happiness to fate, you become a slave of it. It can easily turn at any moment. Guide's ways may be morally gray and selfish, but at least she's straightforward about it. Life isn't always peachy. She knows what she wants and how to get it, which is more than what I've done up until now. But let's not be too hasty. I just remembered what the captain had said about the father's last will. Yeah. Can I search for it today? If it really exists and I could find it, then things could turn out quite interesting. Even if I find father's will, though, and it does give the estate to me, I mean, I don't want to just completely shame Carmosa out of society, and I don't want Sophia and Gloria to suffer either, so even if it goes to me, I still don't know how I want to handle it at this point. And since Carmosa was so kind as to leave the house and her study unattended. Yes, I'm gonna search it. Yes, yes, yes. This is what I wanted the first time that she was out. Carmosa's room. This place is so creepy. Must be all the spite collected in the walls through the years. Being here makes me uneasy. I feel like she's gonna jump out of the cupboard any time. I wonder what would happen if she caught me. How far would she go? So far, she's been very good with her scary words, but they were only words, nonetheless. Alright, let's have a look around. This place looks like a cell in a monastery. There were many more items here when Father was still alive. Like his favorite globe that he used to teach me geography with. There are many countries in the world, Cinders. Some are completely unlike ours. I remember how surprised I was when I learned that there are a lot of kings and queens and princes and dukes and castellans, I think? I used to fantasize about all those exotic archipelagos where people use magic to tame the ocean. Was that a true story or something he made up? Maybe a bit of both. But the globe's gone, and so are my fantasies. I wonder if they were like all sold at Tobias's place. It's incredible how empty this room is. If people define themselves through the objects that they surround themselves with, Carmosa is an empty shell. Nothing so far. Alright, there's her desk, the most obvious place, so I doubt she hid anything there. Papers, some old shopping list, some more papers. Oh, a receipt for the ball dresses. She wasn't kidding. They were really expensive. I swear, any time now I'm going to find Carmosa's secret plans for world domination. What's this? I give, devise, and bequeath all of the residue and my estate. Oh, hell take me, this it! Looks like I was wrong. I can't believe it. It's Father's last will. She really put it in her drawer. This is so awkward. Doesn't matter. Let's have a look. I, the undersigned, declare, in the case of my death, my wife is to become... my wife. So Carmosa is the rightful owner of the house after all. Not good. But here's an interesting part. In case my wife is unable to perform her duties as the head of the house, all rights and residue are to pass on to my prime daughter. This is clear enough. In case of father's death, the house is to pass on to Carmosa, but should something happen to her, I'm the next in line. This almost sounds like I have to shame Carmosa if I want control of the house. But I don't necessarily want control of the house. I want a good life for myself, and I want to make sure Sophia and Gloria are taken care of too. I don't care what happens to Carmosa, but I don't wish ill specifically on Carmosa. I just want to leave Carmosa's influence. And I want Gloria and Sophia to be okay too. This might not be the path I want. This is not as good as I hoped, but can still turn out to be extremely useful. No need to linger. I'd better go before one of the servants sees me snooping here and tells Carmosa. Alright, time to go to town. I hope I don't stumble upon them at the tailor. I think that's probably more dangerous than the fairies, just because they're also in town for the tailor. I wonder if Madame Guide is at her store. I hope she isn't in trouble with the townsfolk again. That brazen simpleton! Oh no! It's Carmosa, I better hide! A craftsman, he calls himself. A man of trade. If it were up to me, he'd be out of business. Vulgar cretin. Need more time, milady. It can't be done, milady. Idiot. I need to find another tailor. A good one. How could he be so incompetent? He saw how important this is. He said he needed more time, but there's a whole night he could have spent working on those corrections. People are so brazen these days. Or maybe they just have private lives with normal families. What was that? Oh, I was just cursing at this state of the modern society and how merchants, craftsmen, and all sorts of other people are just not what they used to be in the past. When they were all extremely skillful, cheap, humble, polite, dedicated to their work, and always eager to help a lady in need. I really hope that was an irony, girl. You know I don't. No, of course. Alright, it's clear. Looks like they weren't that lucky with their dresses in the end. Never mind that. I need to go to Guide's. Dropping the Madame from her title, huh? Hello? Are you here, Guide? I need your help. I've made up my mind. I know what I must do. Hello, Cinders. Please calm down. There's no need to hurry so much. I was expecting you anyway. So the good folk in town are right. You are clairvoyant. Oh yes, my third eye pierces through the veils of secrets and lies with the arcane blade of logic. Well, at least the townsfolk find it to be arcane. I know about the masquerade tomorrow, and I saw Carmosa scuttling through the town. So, what is it exactly that you've made up your mind about, girl? So you know that Carmosa wants her daughters to attend the grand ball. She wants the event to raise the family status in the society. Yes, I've gathered as much. She also wants me to stay at home. She says we all have a part to play, and mine is to clean the house for the future distinguished guests. This is not surprising. She knows you'd upstage your sisters with little trouble. Maybe she does. It doesn't matter. I just need to go. I need to get to the palace. I'm sick and tired of people telling me what to do all the time. I'm going to show Carmosa, Gloria, and everybody what I'm really made of. They aren't afraid of who I am or the influence that I can have on people, if they only knew what I'm capable of. I want to see their faces when the poor Cinders they thought they caged appears on the royal ball and steals their spotlight. Besides, that's only the beginning. After the ball, my life is going to take a turn. Things will change. You sound very convinced. May I know how exactly you are going to make this change happen, unlike all the other young girls unhappy with their lives? I sort of hope that you could help me with the details. But I basically have two routes of action that I could take. I could try to escape the town and start all over, or I could try to take control of the house from Carmosa's hands. Indeed, you could, but why limit yourself? Why not become the queen? Yes, that's an option too. Since I'm going to the ball, I might as well win the prince's heart. I can see you smirking, but I assure you that I'm serious about all of this. That you are. It's heartwarming to see you so confident about your plans, Cinders. There's much of your mother in you. There were times when she was very determined to act against all odds as well. Is that how you see my situation? Am I throwing myself against the high tide? How I see your situation matters little, both to you and your situation. Points of view are nothing more than what they are, points from which things are seen, never the things themselves. It's always easier to learn about a point of view rather than a thing. More often than not, things remain secret. They are uncertain. But one thing is certain. Choice. What is your goal? I told you, I want to finally break free, and yes, and you gave me 3 possible routes how you could make that happen. But at this point, they aren't any better than the miller's daughter's bedtime dreams of becoming a circus acrobat. If you are serious about it, you need to decide what it is exactly that you want, and then maybe I can help you to form an actual plan. What I really want. Retake the residence, go for the prince, escape town. I think the ideal is if I escape town and take Sophia with me. Or at least make sure that Sophia has a happy life lined up for her before I leave. That's the goal. I don't specifically want to shame Carmosa just so I can retake the residence. I don't particularly want the residence. I know it has a lot of Cinders' fond memories of her father, but I don't want to have to always watch my back for Carmosa, and I don't know, again, if that's the best route for Gloria to have a good life. Go for the prince. I don't really care about or for the prince. He's just like, whatever. I don't like him that much. I'm not really interested in like a life of intrigue at this point, so I'm gonna choose Escape Town. And if Perrault wants to come with me, that's a bonus. The truth is, not that much good awaits me here. Retaking the residence from Carmosa peacefully just won't happen. And wooing the prince to become queen? Please, this is the real world you are talking about. No, my only chance for freedom is a fresh start. I have to escape this place, break free from the prison that is my current life. High-born young girls running away from their life in big mansions. It's not exactly unheard of. Are you sure you're not just trying to get some attention? Oh yes, because all I need is more attention from Carmosa and her daughters. This isn't helpful, and you know I'm serious. Besides, I know someone who tends to leave any town she's currently residing in as soon as people start doing pranks to her cat. I don't have a cat. I hate cats. Cats are trouble. Well, I can be trouble too. Are you going to help me or not? Alright, you've made your point. Yes, I will help you, but I need to know your exact plans. Traveling alone can be dangerous, you can believe me. Is there someone who would be willing to go with you? I talked with the Captain Perrault quite a bit, and I think I could convince him to go with me. You did what? Perrault, are we talking about the same good captain? Why is this funny? Well, you either are very persuasive, or my old friend changed his taste considerably and is now hunting for the younger meat. It's because Perrault and Guide hooked up. This is completely why. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you two used to be close. From what I gathered, it wasn't anything serious. I apologize. I shouldn't... Don't apologize. You're completely right. It wasn't serious. It was... forget about it. I'm just surprised, that's all, and impressed. Tell me, do you think this is a good idea? You know him better than I. As far as escape plans go, this one is indeed very good. Perrault is someone you can trust. If you really think you can convince him, just go talk with him already. He should be en route, patrolling the town. Yes, I'll do that. And thanks. It looks like we have a plan, then. I didn't even really need Madame Guide's help for this. I think if I wanted to take Carmosa's place or go to the... Actually, I don't even know if I'm going to go to the ball if I escape town, but basically if I try and woo the prince, I'd probably need Madame Guide's help. But this one's kind of just like on me to talk with Perrault. Which is much more than what you had when you came here. No, it's about the same, Madame Guide. It's true. I think I know where I stand now, for the first time in a long time. Still, I just have to go to the ball first. Okay, so I'm still gonna go to the ball. It's my last hurrah. But the way things are now, the ball is just a silly girl's dream. I don't even have a dress. Ha! I'm going to surprise you there. That is the least of your troubles right now. I'll get you a dress. One of my old ones, actually. I used to wear it when I was about your age, and believe me, I melted many hearts in it. I really don't know if... Oh, I'm sure you'll love it. I'll have it cleaned and ready for the ball. Just pay me a visit before you go to the palace, and I'll give it to you. I should also be able to find some way to allow you inside the palace, so don't worry about it. I just need to pull some strings. Gede, I'm really grateful for your help. I don't know what I would do without you. Don't mention it. I made a promise to your mother, remember? And a few words of advice in an old dress don't cost me that much. You might even say I managed to pay my debt cheaply. Cheaply? Well, I'm about to leave this town, and I was afraid that you might come asking for something requiring actual effort. Madame Gede, selfish as ever. Do I look like some magical helper from the enchanted realm to you? I'm no fairy godmother, Cinders. And you're very lucky I'm not one of the little folk. Now go. All is set. You know what to do. Whew. Alright, up to me to talk to Perrault. And there he is! But I saw it with my very own eyes, and it was evil, I tell you. Evil! How can you not believe me? Oh, woe is me. Poor Perrault. What did you say, Captain? You need to speak up. I said, please continue. And calm down. I am calm, but she gazed at me with her evil eye, and look, all I get is evil. Awards! What other proof would one need, eh? Excuse me, Captain. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I need to speak to you. This sounds important. You'll need to excuse me, madame. I have to take care of this urgent matter. Perrault is so different than who I first thought he was for my first impression. I shall investigate your complaint and take the necessary steps. Oh, all right, sure. As long as the one complaining is young and beautiful, it's always urgent. I'd have to die a violent death to be that urgent. How favors that, eh? I swear, it's like my younger son says, screw the city guard. Oh my gosh. Thank you. You've saved me from ignorance and absurdity. How can I ever repay you? Oh, I have a couple of ideas. However, all I need right away is to speak to you, and I'm afraid that it isn't a simple matter either. I see. It's always a pleasure to speak to you, regardless. I'm all ears. Remember our last talk? I've made up my mind. Let's do it. Just let me make sure we're talking about the same thing. You mean... let's run away together. Start a new life. Cinders, I don't know if this is the right approach. I was imagining more like reasoning and right now. Would that be too soon? But what I had in mind was escaping tomorrow late into the night when no one would notice. Oh, yes, tomorrow. That makes so much more sense. It's outright self-explanatory. I sense that you're not properly overjoyed. I'm sorry. This is just so improbable. But please, tell me what you have in mind. I want to run away from here, with you, just like we talked yesterday. We both know what is in store for us if we remain here. Your skills and values discarded by the prince, my existence being sneered at by those closest to me. But we can start over, and we can lead lives we ourselves choose, and it's not a dream, it's a real chance. I know it sounds crazy, but why not choose this hopeful unknown over the certain misery here? Cinders, it doesn't just sound crazy. It is crazy. I like you, but I hardly even know you. I think I liked you more last night when you were much more open-minded. I admit when we spoke about yesterday, did it sound exciting, enticing, and I'm still not sure what to do about the prince's offer. But there's a vast difference between allowing yourself some daydreaming and you stopping me in the middle of the street offering to start a new life with me. Oh, pardon me. I didn't realize you would rather get back to investigating that woman's crime report. Let me know when you're less busy. We can talk then. You are jesting again, but this is a serious thing that you are asking for. And believe me, I'm actually considering it. I'm sorry. I know it's an unusual idea. I don't know how I would have reacted myself, even though I wanted to break free from here for years now. But think about it this way. What have we got to lose? What's really stopping you from just getting out of here? For starters, you and me. I don't even know what our relationship is. I've just met you. Besides, am I not too old for plotting escape with a fair young lady? I would I would that say you're just about the right age. Cinders, please. Fine, I know what you mean. I don't know what we are to each other either, and I can't make any promises. But I do know I like you, and that you are someone who's in a similar situation as me. I also know I can trust you and those old-fashioned but charming ideals of yours. I have no idea how our life is going to look when we get out of here, but at least it shows some promise, unlike staying here. Cinders, but what if... No, please. More questions won't change anything. It's as you said, we barely know each other and can't know the future. Yet here I am, standing before you, making a ridiculous offer. If you're going to reject it, I'll understand. All I can say is that I'm serious about it and would like to try it and see how it goes. So what say you? Fair enough. Let's make this happen. I'm going to eat one of my belts if some bard doesn't make a song about it. Really? Yes, I have more than enough belts anyways. It's like a running joke. You know what I meant. Yes, I really do intend to escape with you and never look back, like in the old knight romances. However, I still want to perform this last duty to my prince and guard him at the ball. I'll inform him of my plans when it's over and come to your residence to pick you up. That works well with my plans. Gives me the time to prove something to Lady Carmosa, her daughters, and myself. May I inquire what's that about? Oh, you will know it when you see it, don't worry. But I'll be ready to escape with you before the festivities end. Just how are you going to pick me up when Carmosa's there? Maybe I should sneak out and meet you at the crossroads instead? Don't worry, I have a plan already. One that should prevent Carmosa from looking for you long enough for us to get far away. I'll come for you not long after midnight, I promise. You'd better, because after what I plan for tomorrow, there is no turning back to the old ways for me. You have this old knight's word on that, Cinders. Ah! Okay, I decided my fate. That's it. Okay, and with that, I'm going to actually stop for now. Thank you for watching. This has been SAmaryllis playing Cinders. I think I decided the ending of my story. We'll just have to see how it plays out. I am still very interested in the other endings, but again, like I've said before, I probably won't record and play those because it's going to be a lot of like repeating dialogue. I mean, obviously there's going to be new choices and stuff, but I don't know. If you want me to record what I'm going to see, let me know, but otherwise I'm just going to play it on my own time. But with that, thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time. Remember to have a great day, and remember to be kind to yourself and to others. Goodbye!